Pike's pushed more and far enough ahead. He's got out of line. Is now Pike going to have a go at Werrell? Don't push him off. He's in the championship fight. Jack Werrell chasing down Carl Jacklin. Further down, Rob Williams and Chris Barnes.
Sensational run outside line now though for the heavy braking zone. Around the outside goes the Audi R8.
Look how much Miller's caught back into play. Exactly. Miller's still start chopper. He's left on second and change. All of a sudden, Miller's back in play.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The Maine Sim Racing Series returns for 100 laps of 5 flags. I am James Parfitt. I'm going to be joined in the booth by one Mr. Kenton Sportak here this evening as well. This is a very interesting makeup. If you've not been here before, let's give you a rundown. But first, we're going to bring Kenton into the booth and have a chat with him. Kenton, welcome in.
How's it going? How's it going?
I'm all good, mate. How are you?
I'm doing well. Enjoying slowly becoming more wintry where I am, but which is not close to Maine. However, have been to Maine. Only my only adventure there was in Bangor, a smaller little area. But I ran a cross country race there, so have experienced Maine.
Did you win?
I myself, no. My team did, though.
Oh,
and then we went for lobster after. It was the first time I ever had lobster. Yeah. Our options, yeah, this is how much money is in the U.S. sporting compared to Canadian. We had lobster or steak as our options for dinner while we were there. Normally, I get, powdered eggs and, spaghetti that's made by in a giant vat at most of my events here. So, yeah, it was very interesting. Steak or lobster while I was there. Were our options. It was very good. I will say the first time having lobster, fantastic.
Nice. Right. Let's do an explanation on how this series is going to work, dude. Because some people didn't get it and might not get the fact that, there's so much going on. So give us a rundown on how this is going to work.
Very kind of boiled down, I guess. So there's going to be a lone qualifying in just under a minute that we have left in practice here. So there'll be a lone qualifying that will set our top 20. Once we have our top 20 set, there will be a single 20-lap race as a last chance qualifier to fill out the final 8 spots. There will be 28 drivers in the end, and once we have our final 28 car field, we will then hit up our main event, which will be the 100 laps of 5 flags. The big difference is going to be it's 100 green laps. Caution laps will not count. So if we have, 100 or if we hit 97 and we get a caution, well, we still have 3 green flag laps no matter what happens. So each car will have 1 extra set of tires. Who was the 2 car was? Is it there? Each car will have 1 extra set of tires in the pit lane and fixed setups, so everyone will be on the same thing there. And then we will have first place will earn themselves nice prizing, as will second and third, starting at 25, 15, and then 10.
So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. If you have not been here before, that is what's going to happen. We are going into qualifying now. So we will bring you up the qualifiers and see how they get on. It's going to be very, very interesting here. 5 flags is not very long. Half-mile circuit, 0.8 kilometers, 15 degrees banking in the corners. Now, it's a very short track here, and we've got 28 cars going to be zooming around it in the main. How many, I've put a poll up in YouTube chat as well, if you want to have a go and see how many cautions you reckon we're going to get. We will leave that running until the main race starts. Okay, so if you haven't got a vote in before, you can. We will leave it on for the qualifying and the 20-lap lone race as well. And then we will take it off just before the main starts. First off, are we going to see a caution fest race, do we think? Or do we think we're going to manage 100 laps green?
I don't think we're going to quite hit 100 laps clean. I think there will be a couple of cautions for sure. I believe I said kind of smack in the middle there, that 6 to 10. I believe that sort of should cover it for the most part. Laps here are super quick. The corners seem basically constant. You're never really fully straight on the steering wheel, because as soon as you kind of get straight, you're immediately turning for the next corner again. So I could see 6 to 10. I think any less than that's going to be dicey. I just don't think that happens. And then 10 to 20, I'm not sure if it's going to be that bad. Everything we've seen has been pretty clean so far. The track is a little tricky. The biggest issue is going to be your right rear tire actually will be taking the brunt of the abrasion on this track, and it is a high abrasion track. It's one of the kind of features that a lot of people have talked about and drivers talk about with this track. Is it's quite abrasive, so if you don't take care of your tires, you're going to really not be happy. But yeah, that right rear is going to be the biggest one, as obviously the corners being fairly tight, you almost drag the rear end of the car around and you can really burn up that outside tire. So that's going to be the key, is who can mitigate that the best, and the longer you're able to hold on to these tires, the better it'll be for you.
Right, okay, well, it is going to be a tired track, and I don't mean tired as in you're going to end up going to sleep. I mean as in it's going to be high on tire wear. I think that's going to be one of the things that they are going to have to look out for here as well. Brian Treadwell is the last of the top 20. Anybody outside of the top 20, you can see on the left-hand side there, Pickle, Thompson, Connolly, Murray, Staples, Eaton, Bob Gooley are all in. And you've got Treadwell, De Petro, McNeil, Shea, Coulter, all outside of the top 20. A lot of the drivers have done their 2 laps. There's only a couple left to do their 2 laps, so we'll see how they get on here as well. Thank you so much for joining us. If you haven't joined us before, well, much appreciated for coming in. Don't forget, you can type in YouTube chat as well. Whiskasset, Speedway, LNLC. Good luck to all in the competition tonight as well. Much love to you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bells. I have just had iRacing decide that it wants to crash on me, so bear with me on that one. It is literally just ended my session. So for some reason, iRacing has kicked me out, which is absolutely amazing on that one. So bear with while I try and get back in to the session, and we will hopefully get going again here as well. I do apologize about this. Unfortunately, I cannot control what iRacing does, and what it did is decided that it didn't like me in the session anymore, Kenton, and decided that it's going to boot me out. So that's wonderful.
Yeah, iRacing likes to do that. Sometimes it's just like, you know what? You've had too good of a day. You're not allowed to do this anymore.
Yeah, much love to iRacing on that one. Now it's not letting me join the session at all, so this is rather nice of them here as well. Give me 2 seconds, guys at home. I do apologize. Cannot control iRacing, unfortunately. It has completely booted me out. I am trying to get back in as we speak. So if you are staring at a black screen, that will be why. And hopefully it will let me back in very, very, very shortly on that one. Come on, iRacing, you can do it. I promise you. You can do it. So apologies, guys. I do deeply apologize about this. It's almost like, congratulations, you have been in all day testing things, making sure everything sets up and works, but now we're going to kick you out. So much appreciated here as well. While we are doing that, we will run the promo video and a word from our sponsors.
M&M Auto Repair is a proud sponsor of the Maine Sim Racing Series. We thank them. M&M Auto Repair is located on Halifax Street in Winslow. They offer full automotive repair services, foreign and domestic. They have top-of-the-line tools to take care of the new technology vehicles, as well as the knowledge to take care of the classics. The phone number is 877-7722. Once again, we thank them for supporting us, and we hope you can support them.
Okay, we are close to getting back in. There you go. Just in time for the race here. Much love for bearing with us. Thank you so much about that. We have got the 13 cars on the racetrack ready to go here as well, and hopefully it will be behaving itself. I do have to, unfortunately, do something very quickly because it's not picking up sound. Give me 2 secs. Should be back. Sound should be running. Everything should be fine. We shouldn't have any problems at all. We've got Dylan Cook. Let's bring you up the grid for this 21 lap there. Dylan Cook on pole. Brian Treadwell second. Wyatt DePetro in third. Then Brandon McNeil in fourth. Tristan Scher in fifth. Bruce Coler sixth for Eric Emery. Dan DeSanto, Arthur Jordan, Roy Spragg, Corey Buba, and Chris Fortier at the bottom end here. And then after that, you got Robert Weymouth is the last here as well. Okay, so a little bit of spits and flirts in the middle, but we're up and running now, getting ready to go. Dylan Cook out in front on the obviously the pace lap.
Yeah, I mean, short track racing, getting pole is going to be a little more advantageous than if we were talking about, you know, Daytona or Charlotte, Kansas, Milwaukee, anything like that. The half-mile tracks always get a little more interesting. Further ahead you are, the less chance you are to kind of get tangled up in issues. These cars are a little bit more durable, a little more sturdy, I guess, built than what you're used to seeing with like those next-gen cars and things like that, as they are made out of fiberglass. So they can withstand the bumps and bruises that come along with short track racing. But yeah, if he's able to get a good jump and kind of prevent Treadwell from getting too far alongside him, he should be able to kind of get into a rhythm, get where he needs to be, and have a nice smooth race from there.
Yeah, looks like Corey Buba and Chris Fatia are not there, but ladies and gentlemen, we are green, green, green for the 20-lap race now. Don't forget, only 8 of these will make it into the final race. It is Treadwell and Cook out in front in that 55 and 48 side-by-side racing currently at the moment, 2 by 2 here, Kenton. Is it going to be the upper line or is it going to be the inner line?
You're going to want that inner line. You really kind of want to do, as we see the 17 car get a little squirrely in the back there. With this track here, you do really want to get down to that line when you come out. You not arcing it too much. It's outside, float it through the corner, get back on the throttle about halfway. You want to be coming up to the wall around the first star of the five flag Speedway signs that you can see. You kind of want to diamond turns 3 and 4 a little bit, just get a good run on the exit. So you kind of want to come all the way down, get a little bit of space there, and then kind of use the apron on the inside. You can really hook yourself around, help keep some speed up while you're making around these corners. You want to avoid obviously the inside wall. There's not a lot of movement on that, but there's a lot of space on the track overall. It's about 55 feet in the turns and 48 feet on the straightaways, so you've got some space to maneuver around, but it can be a little tricky if someone's got their nose on your inside going through those corners. If you've already committed, it does get a little spicy, but you just got to keep a little contact there, and that's going to, yeah, not great for Treadwell. as he's going to drop down to the bottom.
Yeah, contact with Dylan Cook there on that one. And we've got Shea, DiPietro and McNeil there on your front four at the moment in time. Yellow flag has come out. We are under the first caution of the last chance qualifying here as well. And, well, let's have a look back and see what Brian Treadwell got himself up to.
It looks like he just came out of the corner a little quick, and he wanted to go higher than he could. And unfortunately for him, Cook was still there, and just there was nowhere for him to go.
Yeah, Cook was still within that first lane, and then you can see the contact, and then unfortunately they've all just gone around poor old Cook. Dylan Cook in front with Brian Treadwell all the way back, catching up in 11th place. Caution number 1. So, yeah, going to be very, very tough here as well. 13 to go at the moment. 1 to 5 is on 27%, 6 to 10 on 64, and 10 to 20 on 9%. So 9% of you out there have, I think, 10 to 20%. So let us know. Keep your votes coming in, as we will leave it up and running until the main race starts in what probably should be about 10, 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes time here, depending on this one, and see how they go. Is that going to be a feature, do we think, of the main race?
I think it definitely could play a part. If you're on that inside lane, you kind of have to be careful, because that car on the outside could definitely, they get to sort of dictate. They don't have to go all the way up to the wall. That being said, it is quicker. You can carry more speed coming out of the corner and going all the way up to the wall. But you kind of have to assume they aren't going to move, because no one's going to want to give you space.
No.
They're going to try and squeeze you as best they can, and you kind of have to more or less be ready for it.
Yeah, I think that was the situation, wasn't it? He did just get stickly squeezed there. And I think that's part of racing at 5 flags. I think that's the problem. They're lining up, going too wide, ready to go once more. And hold on to your hats here. Hold on, because at the moment, Roy Sprague, Rob Weymouth and Eric Emery are all within that drop zone. You can see on the left-hand side, Jordan Treadwell, Fortier and Booba did not take to the start, but we're up and running with Green once more. That outside line did not get to the start he wanted. Tristan Shea did not even get the jump. Dylan Cook out in front. Now we've got DiPietro on the inside in that 38 machine, or 8 there as well, and he's coming up underneath him. Is he? No, we can't get through it at the moment. 10 to go. This is it, Kenton. This is the main bit now. This is where these guys at the back, Treadwell, Weymouth, Sprague, have all got to start pushing through.
Yeah, I mean, Treadwell's done a great job to get himself back up into that P8, which is pretty much the cutoff. So unfortunately for Sprague and Jordan and Weymouth, you really got to start pushing if you're going to try and get into this main race on the day. But Cook, he's got to be careful. He does have Shea just on the inside of his quarter panel. You don't want to come down on him, spin yourself, and send yourself as Shea actually goes to the lead with a great pass on the inside. Very tricky track to try and pass on. These short tracks always are, but if you're able to get up on that inside and carry a lot of speed through there, it's going to definitely help. As actually DiPietro is able to slide on through as well.
Yeah, Treadwell's had another moment. Treadwell and Weymouth's had another moment. He's fought his way back into the top 8. We've got 6 to go. You can see the 10 and 11 on the track map, a long way away from the main pack at the moment. It is Roy Sprague in that final 8th position. Arthur Jordan sitting in 9th. He's got to look at trying to get forward if he really wants to make that move. But Weymouth and Treadwell have both had an incident. You can see Tristan Shea, Wayne DiPietro, all in there. Dan DeSanto, McNeil, Coulter, Cook, all fighting it out. 5 to go here at 5 flags. We would bring you up the replay, but it's good. By the time we show you the replay, it'll be the end of the race here, unfortunately. But currently, Tristan Shea out in front, absolutely dominating Kenton with 4 to go.
Yeah, he kind of took the lead and hasn't looked back at all. And unfortunately, it looks like Cook might have cooked his tires. He seems to be having a little bit of an incident. Ooh, looks like P9.
Coulter.
Currently P10. Have a little bit of an issue there.
Treadwell got loose. Oh, and again, bang. Straight across the nose. Now that wasn't a caution, but this one was a caution for Bruce Coulter. Did he get tapped? Oh, he did.
Yeah, he looks like he just got spun there. Unfortunately, I think that's Brandon McNeil.
Yeah, spun him
just
around.
Give him a little love bump.
Yeah, I wouldn't say love bump was the word. I would probably say he looked almost like he ran him over. I'm sure it wasn't on purpose. Missed the beginning, but but is that look English, Kenny? English. But is that looks like super late models? Am I right? It is.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, or no, sorry, it's not the super late models. It's the late model.
Yeah, late model.
Yeah, late model stock car.
Yeah. So there we go. When you type in English, come back, Kenny. I almost needed a translator to get through on that sentence. Good job, me and Mr. Kenny Bourgeois know each other well there. And I'm sure he won't take that personally, but Kenny, don't take it personally. Here as well. It does say final lap here. I'm a little bit worried. Obviously, it was the initial information. Cautions don't count. But are we looking?
I think that's for the 100.
Yeah, so I've got a funny feeling cautions may count. So they are going to end as where they are currently. And Treadwell, Weymouth, Coulter are all going to miss out. Brandon McNeil has dropped down the order. I wonder if he's been a little bit of a naughty boy there.
He got an EOL.
Yeah, end of line for him. And
yes.
That's going to put him out, Brandon McNeil. He will go over the line in 11th place. So Tristan Shea will be the winner. DiPetro in second, Cook in third on that one, Kenton. So, yeah, finished under caution. Here are the results. Tristan Shea is your winner. Wyatt DiPetro is second. Dylan Cook third. Dan DeSanto fourth. Eric Emery in fifth. Roy Sprague in sixth. Father Jordan seventh. Then Brian Treadwell is the last of the eighth there as well. So EOL for Brandon McNeil. And I presume that's going to be the incident with Coulter on that one. Well, exciting for the beginning, wasn't it? Not bad.
Yeah,
not bad
that was a fantastic race. Lots going on, lots of passing, lots of movement, lots of rubbing and racing, I guess, if you will. And no, it was a lot of fun as we get out. We have a little 5-minute warm up here. Let everybody who didn't drive in that first group, so that top 20, to kind of get themselves moving around again and everything. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. I liked it. It was good. It was good.
Definitely was a good one. Don't forget, guys, like, subscribe, turn on the bells. That would be absolutely amazing. And now, as best time as ever, we're going to have words from our sponsor, M&M Auto Repair, who are sponsoring this evening's race.
M&M Auto Repair is a proud sponsor of the Maine Sim Racing Series. We thank them. M&M Auto Repair is located on Halifax Street in Winslow. They offer full automotive repair services, foreign and domestic. They have top-of-the-line tools to take care of the new technology vehicles, as well as the knowledge to take care of the classics. The phone number is 877-7722. Once again, we thank them for supporting us, and we hope you can support them.
Okay, that was a word from our sponsors for M&M Auto Repair. You can give them a call as well for all your auto repair needs. That would be absolutely amazing, and much love to them for sponsoring this evening's race as well. It's a great pleasure to have them on board here. You can, for Winslow, 207-877-7722. That is M&M Auto Repair for in Winslow for complete auto repair. 207-877-7722. And much love again for them coming on board here. And I think this next one, 100 laps. If you haven't voted, you have got 2 minutes, okay? 2 minutes left of the warm-up to get your votes in. So get voting now, as the 86 has done that. It's not ideal as well. Don't do that, everybody, otherwise it's going to be a very, very short evening for you. What do we think? What are we expecting in this 100 laps?
I'm going to say a little bit of carnage, a little chaos, and a lot of fun. Those are my three expectations out of this race. And it's a very fun track. It's very technical, like we kind of talked about. You got to be careful. You get on the throttle a little too early, you can send your car around. You go in with too much speed, you can really send your car around. So it's going to be very fun. I think.
Like that.
I'm excited to see how they do.
Yeah, there's a couple of people that have spun already, so look forward to this one. Don't forget, guys, they are on 100% fuel as well, so they will have 100% fuel here, Kenton. The question will be, is it going to be to the end of the race, do we think, or do they have to refuel and pick their moment?
I'm actually trying to remember how much fuel these cars have now. That's a good point to bring up. Let's see.
Thank you. Well, while Kenton crunches numbers in the background like a mathematician that he is here as well, much for everybody as well. Sorry, lol, trying to practice and watch at the same. That's because he's driving trucks. He's driving pro trucks at Watkins Glen at the moment for a race we've got tomorrow night. Me and Kenny have actually teamed up as well. We've got the same livery. It looks absolutely amazing there as well. So you should go and check out KB Designs for that one. Mr. Kenny Bourgeois, who does liveries, go and check him out as well. Absolutely amazing. On that one, he's done my liveries for a few cars, and they look absolutely amazing, to be blatantly honest with you. So there we go. Right, this has finished. This warm-up is done. So 100 laps coming up very, very shortly. We're going to end the poll as well. And at the moment, 6 to 10 at 53%, 38% and 1 to 5, 10 to 27%. Let's bring you up the grid for the main race here. Brian Conover in first, and Tyler Collinley in second, Adam Jocelyn in third, then David Greenleaf in fourth, Matt Mingo in fifth, Cole Watts in sixth, Justin Gello in seventh, Owen Bridges in eighth, Michael Davis in ninth. Then you get Matthew Vernon in 10th, Dustin Pickle in 11th, and Rick Thompson Jr. in 12th place. Ed Connolly 13th, Ryan Moddery 14th, Tyler Jordan 15th, Sean Kimball 16th, Dustin Staple 17th, Benjamin Eaton, Brandon Fogg and Gabriel Coley round out the top 20. And then you've got the guys who have just raced: Tristan Shea, Wyatt Di Pietro, Dylan Cook, Dan DeSanto is your top 24, and then Eric Emery, Roy Sprague, Arthur Jordan on that one as well. And obviously some of these are not on the Jack Rob Weymouth, Coulter, Brandon McNeil, Corey Boober, Chris Fortier. They're not out there currently either, but Brian Treadwell is, and so is Rob Weymouth on that one. So we're gonna have, with Bruce Coulter being the last car, 30 cars out on the racetrack. Kenton, this evening.
Yeah, it looks like it'll be a lot of fun, and as the pace truck is doing some bouncy things over there. So it was able to track out, it is 22 gallons of fuel that they will have at 100% fuel load. So I would assume you probably need at least one pit for 100 laps, at least, I would assume. Mm-hmm. Which is 82 liters. So Canadian in me is 82 liters. So I think you would have to do at least a pit stop. Obviously, the longer you're able to push the car, the longer before you need to do so. I am trying to track down.
He's trying to do maths. He's basically trying to do. You are, aren't you? Realistically.
I mean, yeah, I'm actually trying to track down how much fuel it would actually use in a lap, so I can kind of figure it out. But unfortunately, I haven't actually driven the late model stocks myself in a race, so I don't know 100%.
We're going to be green, green, green. 5 flags, 100. Here's off and running now as well. Conover, Connolly, Jocelyn, Greenleaf, Watts and Mingo are your top 6 at the moment. Watts has got over Mingo currently here and has taken that 5th place away. Mingo looking at coming up on the inside as well. Action all the way through. You can see the leader has escaped up the road. Brian Conover, Tyler Connolly has escaped, and we've got a yellow flag already here on lap 2. Ooh.
Looks like, unfortunately for
Fog.
I believe that was the I was going to say
Yeah, watch. He comes up, bang. Here goes Brandon Fogg. Unfortunately, there we go. That is the course of the yellow. TJ's in YouTube chat. Probably should have deleted the first one, TJ. Love the street stock cars. No, late model stock. Excuse me. He's put there as well. So, TJ backing up. There's a lot of checking up throughout the field at this moment in time. There's a lot of people that apparently had incidents, but they are all just checking up here as well. And we'll be getting up and running again, hopefully very, very shortly. Don't forget, caution laps do not count. So, yeah, hold on to your horses because we're still going to have 97 laps to go. So hold on here, guys. Sit back, relax, enjoy yourself, and get ready for some action. Don't forget to get your drinks, get your popcorn, and just enjoy it here because I think this could be a very exciting race. And 5 flags doesn't really fail to deliver, does it? I think that's the thing with 5 flags, the way the racing is, the way the track is, you know, and it holds. Obviously the ARCA series is here from 2020 onwards as well, and we've got the Snowball Derby that still takes place. Now that has been running since 1968, the Snowball Derby, which is absolutely incredible, and that's super late model stock car race held annually as well on the race circuit as well. Typically run on the first Sunday in December. As well, but although it has varied from the second Sunday as well. There's drivers such as Carl Busch has also been in it, Steve Wallace, Bobby Gill, Chase Elliott, Matt Kessiff, Ross Kessiff as well, David Strem and Cale Gale have also been in it as well. Carl Busch actually won it back in 2009. So it does look a lot of fun on that one. Yeah, TJ, should have come out and go. Come and join in. Discord obviously invites down in the description below. So if you want to get yourself involved, you can. Timing Tower's having a bit of a wobble at this moment in time.
I think it's because it doesn't count the laps right now.
Yeah, it's
so
just
it's throwing the whole thing off. It's having a little bit of an incident.
Yes, it doesn't like the caution laps being not caution laps. So it is having a bit of a wobble, but once we get up and running again, which we are going to do very, very shortly, we will bring it up here as well. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be green, green, green. It will settle down once everybody goes through and gets into position here as well. We're still running. Conover sitting currently in first place, only just alongside Tyler Connolly, alongside the Adam Jocelyn in behind that one as well. Still having a bit of a moment there as he shoots the drivers that are in the pits to the back end. But Conover got out the front. He got the jump right at the beginning. He got moving once more and has done a great job. But he has left Jocelyn, Connolly, Greenleaf, Mingo and Bridges to fight it out here.
Yeah, and it's going too wide in these tracks, and this is 100% why they're made of fiberglass. So you got bumping in almost 3 wide through that corner. That is not going to work here. I will promise you 3 wide is not the best option you could go with as we make our way. But yeah, Brian Conover, not phenomenal start. Got himself out, got himself away, able to give himself some breathing room. Now let's just get into sort of a rhythm. Allow yourself to get into some smooth laps and sort of stay out of everybody, reducing your chances of being taken out, spun, twisted, all that fun stuff.
All the fun stuff that does end up causing a bit of a drama. So hopefully there won't be any dramas this evening, and these guys will make it through now on the rest of the race. Conover out in front, jostling. Greenleaf still in there. Mingo, Connolly, Bridges still fighting out. Then we've got the 21 of Bridges there as well, doing a great job currently at this moment in time. You see just how tough he's working that wheel. Kenton is getting the rotation. He's bringing it down there as well. There is a caution. Ed Connolly. Ooh, caution number 2 on... Now this is where the timing tower is going to have a bit of a meltdown again. I do apologise. On lap number 8.
Oh, yeah, and there he is.
In the number 1 machine.
Oh, actually...
Whoa! Oh, the
okay.
55 went underneath.
Yeah. Okay, good. So I wasn't seeing things. I was like, wait.
No, DeSanto went underneath him. Watch. Lifts him up.
Yeah, I think he was... There was a whole lot going on, because it looked like one car started to spin out ahead of them. Ahead of that whole group, and then all of a sudden the one car had to check up. So it looks like who starts spinning? That's the 2 car takes a bump.
Bang.
So he starts to
Bang.
he checks up, and unfortunately with the natural way that short track racing is, you are very close to that person ahead of you, and once you check up, unfortunately there's just not a whole lot of space for you to move around.
Nope.
And once you've run out of space, well, 2 cars can't occupy the same area, so one's going over the other one.
Yeah, that is what happens there as well. These guys will probably wipe the floor with me anyway. No, TJ, get some practice in. It's so difficult to avoid wrecks on these walled-in short tracks. It definitely is. But it does make for some interesting racing. I think that's the thing here. You know, we are obviously 2 cautions deep currently at the moment. We are still under yellow on that one. I'm just trying to avoid the timing tower having an absolute meltdown, because it does not like caution laps not being counted here. So it does cause a bit of a problem once more for these. This is going to be a very interesting season, I think, Kenton, as well. And, you know, the calendar is long. It's so long. It runs right the way through until the end of March here as well, which we will finish off on the Oxford 250 laps of Oxford Plains. We got next week, we've got the modified Triple Crown, 100 laps there, so you can come and get yourselves involved in that one as well with the NASCAR Wheeler Modifieds. That's going to be a fun one to keep an eye on, and come and join us for that one. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go again. The cars are going to come into picture. Green flag here as well. Conover doing what he needed to do. He's got out in front. He's absolutely bolting every time there's a yellow flag. Nobody can get near him. Greenleaf can't, Jocelyn can't, Connolly can't. They're all still fighting out. The top 11, Matt Mingo's in there. They're all still scrapping, but at the moment, Conover just absolutely flying.
Yeah, he's having an absolutely phenomenal restarts every time. Kind of reminds me of older BSC days, watching Alex Witt just take off on everybody.
Yeah.
So very similar. Conover, just a phenomenal restart. And I mean, obviously it does help being, you know, P1 and getting to dictate when you restart in that sort of restart zone. But yeah, he's absolutely flying, and it seems like no one's really able to kind of hold on to that jump that he's been getting.
Yep. We're on board with a 43. Gallo there with Bridges. He got a little bit squirrely. Bridges is going to be looking around the outside. Coming through turn 2. Out of 2. Now we are going on to that short back stretch where you are almost timed, but he's got to go underneath him. Bridges has got to go underneath. Tuck it up, son. Nope, not this time. But they are almost 3 wide in the background. Pickle, Davis and Monterey were literally almost 3 wide. Can you really go 3 wide at 5 flags?
Not comfortably, and not where I would want to. Otherwise, you start hitting those marbles on the outside, spin your car all the way around, and not really where you want the car to end up going. So you want to try and avoid that if you can.
Absolutely. 2 wide there with a 22 and a 10 at this moment in time as Davis and Pickle, they're swapping backwards and forwards and swapping places constantly here as well. You can see on the left-hand side, there is the number 10 of Dustin Pickle. He's got that inside line. Are we going to settle to let him take it? We are, but are we going to come back underneath him? Not at this moment in time. Let's Bragg, Jordan and Kimball by the looks of things on this one. On lap 15. Let's hide that timing tower, otherwise it's going to go and have a mental fit again. It doesn't like it, does it? It's like, no, can't do that. Can't do that one, mate. Let's have a look what happened at the back here. We've seen this before. Oh, not that, but we have seen something similar. Did he come down on him, do we think? Oh no, I don't believe he did. In the 59, just got a little bit excited then. Love all the liveries. Yeah, they look good, man. They definitely look good. We've got 30 cars out there at the moment. And it's been a very exciting evening so far. But we are 3 cautions deep on lap 15 here, Kenton, and then we've still got 85 to go.
Yeah, it's gonna make for a little slower of a day on the racetrack, but I'm sure if you're Brian Conover, you're loving it. Just more practice on your restarts.
Not that he needs them, by the looks of it, he's absolutely flying away, isn't he? Let's be real about it. It's Brian Conover in that 97 machine. On that one. Don't forget, guys, you can say hi. I promise you, we will talk back. And we will be answering any questions that you've got regarding the series or anything in conjunction with literally anything. Ask us anything. It's fine. I'm a size 8 shoe, just in case you were wondering.
Really?
No, I'm only Diddy.
I see. Yeah, it sounds like I got size 10. That helps.
Well, not really, but according to me doctor, I shrunk 3 centimeters last year.
Oh, there you go.
I know. I was like, cheers, thanks. She was like, you've shrunk. I was like, yeah, I know. She said, you're 181 now. She said, you were 185. So I don't even know if I'm 6 foot anymore, or if I'm just going to have to call myself 5 foot whatever. I'm going to have to Google that, to be blatantly honest with you. Let's see. Centimeters to feet. Am I still 6 foot, or am I not? 182. 5'9'7" apparently.
5'9", so not 6 feet.
Nope. Well shrunk. Right, this is going to have a bit of a breakdown until we get the main guys up the front again, and we will pick up once more. They will flick around. Conover's going to jump to the front very, very shortly. There you go. Right, let's see if we can get this up and running. Coming round the final corner. Here comes the car in the background. We are green. Conover's going to go once more. He has gone already. He's done the job we expected him to do. He got out in front and he is absolutely fine. Greenleaf, Jocelyn, Connolly, Mingo, tops 5. We've had this top 5 through all 3 parts of this caution so far, and they're still out the front at this moment here and still doing the job. Number 11 outside, Tyler Connolly gets across the nose. Is he just about? No. Mingo comes underneath him, stops him getting that nose that time, Kenton. But I can tell you what, Connolly's looking for it.
Yeah, he's definitely. Ooh, is the 70 actually there of Thompson gets just on the inside of Ming? I think that, or sorry, of Connolly as well. That's going to bump him out of position, and Mingo able to kind of get himself free. There's too wide a few there as the 15 car looks like he had a little bit of an incident, but still moving forward. It's always good. You can see a little bit of a dent on the front end. Not really the thing you want to see on your car, but it's definitely there.
Tyler Connolly now, Owen Bridges, Vermont, Watts, all getting in. That 21 machine of Owen Bridges does look absolutely amazing, going on the outside of Vermont on the inside there. In that number 84, but it's showing car number 30. Then we've got Cole Watts behind him as well on the inside of the 43, Justin Gallo, then Dustin Pickle in the top 11, Davis in the 12, then Connolly, Tyler Jordan, Shea, Di Pietro behind that one, Treadwell up 11 places in 17th here as well. Great job from all of these guys. Oh nope, Treadwell's in the wall.
Yeah, Treadwell's been having a few issues with this track.
Yeah,
we saw it in the last chance qualifier. He started to get a little squirrely. Yeah, about right now, when he started getting a little loose on those tires, and it looks like just unfortunately, I think he had a little too much speed going in, and
comes across.
And then, he gets kind of goes up high. He gets hooked by, I believe, it's the 38. No, the timing thing's all over the McNeil there. Just unfortunately got a little. It's actually, they just kind of come together. It's hard to say one or the other. They just both kind of come together.
Yeah, they did. They just kind of get stuck, don't they? Unfortunately, on that one. So on caution number 4 on lap 21. So there we go. 80 to go. We did say 6 to 10 could be the winner on 53%, and unless we're going to go green now, all the way to the end, 1 to 5, I don't think it's got a chance of winning.
It's maybe we were.
You were
optimistic.
You were.
Yes, we were. We were.
Why are we a we?
Why aren't we a we?
I don't know, maybe probably the 4,500 miles between us.
That's semantics.
Yeah, who needs location of miles, eh? You don't need that. Don't you worry about it. We're just we. We're always we. We go down together. So, there we go.
Exactly.
No, I'm going to signal out this one. No, this was not a we moment. Here, I still think we might touch 10. I've got to be honest. I think if this carries on, we might touch 10. That's the fear. That's the fear. Let us know.
It's definitely looking like it. But we'll have to see how it all plays out. I mean, it could. It's kind of the problem with short track racing is it can get very bumpy, if you will, when you're dealing with a lot of cars, and we are obviously 28 on track. It's a lot of cars for a half mile, and they're not going to separate super. It's not going to get strung out. You're not going to have a bunch of cars kind of super separated or anything like that. So it's kind of unfortunately, you've got to sort of deal with the fact that that's going to be how it's going to be. You'll have some bumps and things like that, but only do what you can do.
Absolutely right. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get this up and running as well. Still astounded that I'm under 6 foot. I can't believe that whatsoever. If I'm just shrinking in that way, I'll be a smurf by the time my kids are older. Right, up at green once more. Conover again. Jumping at the end. That line on the outside. Greenleaf, Mingo, Jocelyn Thompson. They can't get near him. He just bolts away and leaves them stood there.
Yeah, Greenleaf been struggling, although he's starting to reel him in a little bit. It looks like Conover, his tires might be not feeling super peppy, or he's trying to save as much as he can and kind of backed off. He's not jumped out to the huge gap, though Greenleaf and Conover have started to create about a half-second gap behind them now. So they're driving well. It's just and you can see, these corners, it's tricky to drive these short tracks. You can see him wrestling with the wheel back and forth and trying to hold as much as he can, and counter steering as he's trying to come out of the corners just to be able to hold on to and maintain as much speed as he can. About halfway, get back on the throttle, go up to the wall. You want to be about at the wall by that first star on the Five Flags Raceway sign. You'll see that star on the right there, right about there. That's about where you want to be up the wall. immediately. Then you're tapping those brakes, a little bit of trail braking going into these corners. And then once you hit about, again, halfway, full throttle as best you can, and try to take a short route as you didn't go all the way up to the wall there, and see if you can try and reel in Conover, who has now opened up about a half-second lead on Greenleaf.
Yeah, Greenleaf at the moment coming out of 3. I think Ben might be even out of 2, actually. He got a little bit of a slide on and lost a bunch of time. We've got Jocelyn Mingo Thompson. Bridges is on the inside of Connolly. Connolly's in that leather machine, in that black and white. Bridges in the 21 there. Then we've got Cole Watts underneath in the 27. 43 Gallo behind it as well. Lots of action taking shape all the way through the field. Davis is having a battle with Tristan Shea, who won the last chance qualifier and nearly ends up in the wall. Davis takes a very shallow line, taps the wall again, and comes up, and how Shea avoided him, I have no idea on that one.
Magic. Because yeah, that's the scary thing on these tracks with that wall on the inside, especially on the corners. If you clip it, it's gonna send you up, and with how this kind of racing is, the short track racing, you've got cars up. There's not really a whole lot of space to go, so if you hit that, you're gonna bounce into most likely another car, and usually that doesn't end so well with at least they're not going to be offering to take you for lunch.
No. I don't think Christmas card lists is going to be high up there for some of these guys. Evo on that one. You see underneath is that 70 machine of Rick Thompson. It's going to go back on the outside. We're going to have a go on board, and we've got another yellow. Oh, looks like Owen Bridges this time. Was he pushed?
Ooh, looks like he kind of comes up and just, unfortunately, can only go so far up as there's a wall on that outside and a car. So unfortunately, it looks like he just makes contact, bounces off, and the washer was set to spin cycle.
Definitely was, unfortunately. Caution number 5. So if you picked 1 to 5, you're still right for a brief moment on that one, but depending on how brief it will be, people diving in pit lane here, as you see. So great shots, great action. You can see the whole of the 5 flag circuits there as well, and an amazing circuit, I think, to be honest with you, Ken. I think the racing would be absolutely incredible,
especially that the snowball derby. It sounds like it would be an absolute blast. I mean, I think it's funny they call it the Snowball Derby, considering it. Yes, it's in December, but it's also in December in Florida. Not really the most known for having snow, but
you don't know.
Still would be kind of fun. I'm pretty comfortable on that thought process, actually.
No, it might snow.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
I'm curious. Okay.
Has it ever snowed in Florida in December? That would be an interesting Google.
Has it ever snowed?
Has it?
In Pensacola? Yes, it has.
Oh,
February 14th of 1892.
No.
So no, it has not.
Hold on a minute.
Oh, no, sorry.
Get it right.
December of 1892. That's the latest.
No.
You found more?
It is rare for snow to fall in Florida, right? The first white Christmas recorded in Florida was in northeastern Florida on December 23rd, 1989.
Oh, there you go. 1989. You want to know? Okay, so the greatest amount of snow they've ever had in one day in Pensacola is 2.3 inches.
All right, and the last snowfall was in December 23rd, 1989. Or the last time apparently
1989.
last snowed in Florida. We are up and running. Conover's going to get the jump once more. Lap 31. We have 69 laps on the clock still to go. Conover, Greenleaf, Jocelyn still fighting out. Thompson, Mingo still in there, and Connolly as well. It was a big old slide from the 27 of what's underneath there. He's going to be careful. He's got to try and defend that inside line. 21, that is Bridges out on the wall. He's just trying to stay out of everybody's way. He's literally hugging the wall. Tighter than his favourite grandma at the moment as well for Bridges. But at the moment, again, Conover just absolutely bolting away here, Kenton. This guy, if you're ever going to watch a restart, watch how he does it.
No kidding. He has absolutely phenomenal restarts. Gets himself a nice, clean space to drive in with no one above or below him. Doesn't have to worry about that. And then he just kind of uses that to build on it. Tries to, obviously keep it from sliding too much and get away as fast as he can. I'm also just going to point out that Pensacola is having 2 inches of snow in a single day, being miraculous. In 2021-2022 in Calgary, where I am, in Canada, we had our winter season. It was a very lack of snow year. We had 125 centimeters total.
What are you moaning for? Stop whining. It's not all about you, you know. Matthew Rem on there as well.
I think I've had more snow in the last week than we've had 3 centimeters of snow on November 6th already.
Yeah, well, apparently December 8th to 9th, 2017, snowfalls in various locations of the Western Florida Panhandle, and we've now got another yellow. That is Tristan Shea on lap 36.
See, there you go. Even TJ's have got my back here. He lives 9 hours north of Pensacola, and they hardly see snow.
Yeah, but that's 9 hours. Northern Escambia County saw 2 inches of snow, while Century saw 0.5 as Tristan Shade. Now, I can't quite tell if he was knocked or not there. No, he can't have been knocked, but maybe he was. Yes.
It looks like he goes up into the side of the car, and unfortunately, with again how these short tracks are, is if you clip a car, it's going to send you.
Yep, Century saw 0.5 inches of snow, and snow flurries were reported in Destin and Miramar in 2017. That is the last recorded situation of snow in Florida. So you saying it don't snow in Florida, you're wrong.
Okay, it snows about as frequently as I win races in iRacing. So, like, never.
Never, basically. Is that what you're saying?
The last one I won was actually the Sebring 12 hour.
Oh, see, the last one
It was not because of me.
The last one I won was the Martinsville MX500.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yes, it is right.
I remembered you that. We heard about it for like 2 weeks.
Hey, you're still hearing about it now. I'm an MX500 winner. I'd like to point that out, right? 4.5 hours I was driving around a racetrack. In VR, mind you, as well. So,
that sounds terrible.
Oh, dude, don't. I was in there, as I said to you before, in there with a spotter, and literally I said, I'm going to test my VR, make sure it's working, because I'm only going to be here probably for barely an hour. And then I found myself going from last to first and still in VR 4.5 hours later. Let's just say my head, needed a towel. It was very, very sweaty indeed, ladies and gentlemen, which I'm sure you do not want to know, but there you go. Right, let's see. We've got Conover back up front. We're going to have one more flick at the timing tower, and then we will bring it up on the left-hand side for you once Conover goes all the way up into first place. Lights are out. Is he going to touch third? Shea, you need to go. Connolly in pit lane, so he's also going to go very, very shortly, and then we will be back up and running once more. Ladies and gentlemen, we are green on lap 37. Conover again is just absolutely motoring along. Greenleaf Jocelyn side by side currently here as well. Great action again off the restart there, Kenton, and still, man, Conover again nailing it.
I'm going to have to study at the school of Conover restarts, because he's been just nowhere close to anybody else.
However, Michael Davis, caution number 7 on lap 39. Have a look. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Ooh, that's going to cost a few cars.
There is a lot to unpack there. Kicks off in front. That's the 29 machine.
Yeah, it looks like the
Tyler Jordan?
84 comes up.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Jordan.
84 comes up on him. He hits the wall. 43 has to avoid, goes down into the 22. 22 then says hello to the wall. Wall bounces, sends him back because it says return to sender and up into a couple other cars.
Right, caution number 7. If you've got 1 to 5, you are out. 6 to 10s are up here. So let's keep an eye on the 6 to 10 era, and will we stay within the 6 to 10? So the difference here as well. That could be an interesting one, I feel, and whether or not we're going to stay within 6 to 10.
I'm not going to hold my breath on that one. Based on how it's gone, I'm not expecting to.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see how they get on here as well. It's going to be very, very interesting, I think. Very, very interesting. Let's hide that tower in Tower White. It's having an absolute nightmare. On that. Conover, Greenleaf, and Jocelyn. You're going to be your top 3. Pace car light still on this time around. And some great action going to be ready here as well. David Greenleaf there in that 83, in that, oh, hold on, I've flipped, there we go. Greenleaf in that 58. Hometown Woolwich ME. He has been with the league since it commenced. He raised his super streets and said, street stocks that was cast at Speedway will be moving up to the modifieds this coming season. A very tough competitor and loves to push the limits every chance he gets. Sponsors, Primo Glass and Vape. So big love to them for sponsoring David Greenleaf here this evening as well in that 58 machine. So great great to have David on the track.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic. I like this. I love that we get little blurbs for everybody. A lot of fun.
Do you know,
to learn so much information about people.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I think here as well, because obviously, you know, Conover again, we are going to be up and running here. They've gone to single file in the end. Conover now, Greenleaf, Jocelyn still out in front. Conover doing an absolute flying start. Gorham here, hometown for Conover. And he's doing a great job here at 5 Flags. There's going to be a couple of back markers in his way very, very shortly. I think there is another puff of smoke up the road there. Not quite sure entirely where that was from, but Conover doesn't really matter. Greenleaf, Thompson, all in there as well. 88 of Jocelyn, Matt Mingo, Tyler Connolly, Michael Davis has jumped back to pit lane. This single file start has kind of taken away the action at the beginning, but you can kind of understand why here. Gallows in here with Vermont and Watts scrapping it out side by side.
Yeah, they're having a fantastic little match up here, and these two as the 27 of Watts trying to get past the 84. Oh, some smoke on that corner still. Not sure why that's going on. Though it looks like the 43 of Gillow. Gallo. Probably butchered that name. Gallo. Okay, there you go.
I'm going with that. I'm sure he'll message me if it's not correct. But if it's still smoke coming across, it's somebody on fire. It's an engine in the pit lane there.
I just saw the 2 car heading in a front end that looks.
Weymouth.
10 car. Oh no! Did he? He wasn't smoking when he got in there, but I wonder if he left it accidentally running.
Yeah.
And eventually just blew the engine.
Yeah, feels so. Greenleaf's looking at the inside of Conover. He's almost got alongside now. He needs to get his nose underneath before he can run him on the inside.
Oh, and he didn't have the position yet.
Nope.
So he's going to have to start in P2 again. Oh, that's a bummer.
Lap number 44, it looks like Tristan Shea. In the 03 machine. No, that really oddly looked just not normal. I don't like doing this camera, but it's such an easy way to see what went on. Watch him come up and the 28 come down, and then all of a sudden, bang. Big old gap between the two.
Oh, yeah.
It is now coming in pit lane. This is going to be the first of the stoppers here. Who's going to get this out in front? Conover stops. Oh, no, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. He does now. Oh.
That's yeah, we've talked about, yeah. Oh, it looks like he's only getting one side. That's interesting. Fair enough. Short track, you do definitely put a lot more strain on that outside tires than you do on the inside, but interesting.
Jocelyn's got over Conover as well in the pit lane. For Jocelyn. It looks like he did get out, get changed, get out in front, because Conover, as you saw him go backwards and forwards here, and then managed to get it going in pit lane for him. Adam Jocelyn in that 88 as the number one stopped on the down low there. That's Ed Connolly. Now he gets up and running. Got Greenleaf still out. He's not pitted at the moment. Jordan's just gone in. Modery has gone in as well. Hold on, it's flicking, doing a wonderful thing again here as well. Come on, come on, come on, settle down. One more. Should be one more, I believe. But he is in pit lane. Caution number 8, we've got 55 to go. We're going to have one lap, one more under caution before we get to green. Adam and Jocelyn. Massive pit stop to get over Conover that time around, Kenton.
Yeah, that's definitely is going to help. We'll see if he's able to kind of get those same jumps that Conover's been able to get this whole time, but I think it'll be interesting. A lot of fun at the very least, and we'll have to see kind of what he's able to make happen.
Do you think he's quite got the start prowess of Conover? Do we think Greenleaf's going to be able to do it here? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to find out. It is Green. We're still single file, and he has jumped out in front. Thompson, Mingo, Connolly, Gallo, all there as well. Watts is in 6th place, Di Pietro in 7th, up 15 places is this 38% man here with Dustin Pickle underneath as well. And it looks like we've lost a couple of drivers in the process. We can see down below the top 20 there as well. And we have Davis, Gooley, Bridges, Treadwell, Weymouth and Coulter are all out at this moment in time. So, yeah. Unfortunately for them, their nights have come to an end here. But it is Wyatt Di Pietro sitting in 7th, up 15. Thompson sitting in 2nd. Greenleaf now out in front. Is this all on Greenleaf to try and get away here? Because he knows Conover's pitted. He's got to try and get away from him, hasn't he?
You definitely have to try and make as much space as you can. I think the biggest problem is going to be if Greenleaf has to do any hitting as well. I'm assuming he's going to.
Yep.
So it'll kind of depend, and Conover kind of taking that early pit stop, really hoping to kind of push to the end and hopefully not have to come in again. But I mean, we're already we're halfway, not including all of the safety cars, so that's going to add on to their fuel usage. Not much, but a little bit. I mean, it still uses fuel to go around, so it'll be very curious if they're able to kind of fight these yellow flags and how long they're going to be able to kind of push this fuel to continue. But I feel like everyone's going to have to come in at least once. Some have, like Ed Connolly's come in a couple of times, but hopefully Greenleaf's able to kind of, I think he's going to have to try and go for the overcut, but he's going to have to hope for a yellow flag before he goes in again.
Yeah, green flag pit stops would not be good, especially with the average time of about 38 seconds in the pit lane. That is almost 2 laps here for Greenleaf if it goes that way. So he has got to pray that there will be another caution for him to be able to get into pit lane. I think we're all kind of expecting it as well. Watson, Mingo side by side going through out of 2. And on the 27 on the inside is Watson. Mingo's on the outside in the 12. The 43, Gallo tucked in right behind him. This could be out. God, look how close Mingo is to the wall, Kenton. It literally almost coming up, hugging and giving it a kiss. Look.
Oh yeah, getting real close there. And I'm in these cars and on these kind of tracks, you have to. It's the only way to carry real speed around them. Otherwise, you're really scrubbing that speed. You're having to lift a little extra. And obviously not the most ideal thing to have to be doing. So oh, he did clip the wall there actually a little bit. But it looks like Greenleaf now passed by Thompson. He does have Connolly right up on the inside or right up on the rear bumper of him now as they are pushing to try and get past Greenleaf. It looks like I don't think any of them, those 3 have pit yet. No, our first pit is Ryan Maudry, who's down in P10 right now. So these guys all working on the same tires. See who's been able to kind of save them more. It looks like so far Rick Thompson Jr. having some of the better tire saving so far.
Yeah, Staples in that 77 machine. DiPietro on the outside. Modry there, the first man, as we said, who has pitted. He pitted back on lap 21. Jocelyn's the first man who's pitted within that last pit stop cycle on lap 45. He obviously got out in front of Conover there underneath. And unfortunately for Brian, Conover is not able to get back over the top of him at this moment in time. Jocelyn's still fighting in. He's going to take it 3 wide, I think, here as well. It's going to be his only way through. He's got to look at trying to get through here. Never easy when they're 2 wide across the racetrack. That may have just saved everybody in the top half. But I do expect Jocelyn to come out being on the lead lap. Being back in the lead, I think, for Jocelyn after this pit stop cycle. And Matthew Viemont looks like he has unfortunately had an incident. Caution number 9. Is he already broke there, Kenton? That looks a bit bizarre.
Just trying to get a clean look on it.
Very, very bizarre from Matthew there, but a caution is out once again. Now everybody's going to cycle through who goes into pit lane. This should put Jocelyn and Conover in the front end here. We're going to eliminate that tower just for a minute on that one. Don't forget, guys, there is a lot more racing coming up on JBB this weekend. We have got the Jimmy Broadbent Mind Charity 23-hour races older. It's about 25 hours of broadcasting here on the JBB YouTube channel. So if you want to get yourselves involved, it does start 10 to 2 on Saturday afternoon. And that is a charity race. We've got drivers such as Max Verstappen taking part in the race as well. Matt Malone, Jardier, and many more high-profile streamers of iRacing. We've got Ash Vanderlei as a race director, so that'd be great, alongside, of course, Oscar Hardwick, who is also up in the race director booth, making sure all the drivers behave themselves. So if you want to come along, you can. That will be absolutely amazing. Come and join us over Saturday and Sunday. There's lots of us rotating through the booth. Myself, Alex Goldschmidt, Hamish Monroe, Paul Glover, Nico Hillerbrand, Bradley Dalton. Greg Jones is coming in as the Mind is a life coach and does a lot of mental health training for people there as well. So he's coming in to have a chat with us in the booth as well. So lots of us taking part. That starts on Saturday at 10 to 2 in the afternoon if you're in the UK, the 5 hours minus if you're in the US, which would be about 9 a.m. if I'm not mistaken, on that one, Kenton, I believe.
I'll take your word on it.
Ooh.
That's math I don't do.
Well, it's 10 to 2 minus 5 hours, so 10 to 1, 10 to 12, 10 to 11, 10 to 10, 10 to 9.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Good job. Good math.
Yeah, easy math.
I don't math. I have my wife to do math for me.
Right.
She understands math.
Yeah, Dustin Pickle out in front here. Single file restart. Dustin Pickle's going to take the green. Whoa. Are we green or are we yellow?
I think it went yellow?
Yeah, it went yellow. We didn't go anywhere.
Don't really know what to do with that.
I don't know, but we're going to... Sprague's pulled over.
Yeah.
No reason for it. He just pulled over, look.
Huh.
Interesting.
It's a thing that just happened, apparently.
Pace car back out, or pace truck. There we go. Good moment, guys. Take a short little break and have a quick word from our sponsors at M&M Auto Repair.
M&M Auto Repair is a proud sponsor of the Maine Sim Racing Series. We thank them. M&M Auto Repair is located on Halifax Street in Winslow. They offer full automotive repair services, foreign and domestic. They have top-of-the-line tools to take care of the new technology vehicles, as well as the knowledge to take care of the classics. The phone number is 877-7722. Once again, we thank them for supporting us, and we hope you can support them.
Okay, guys, that is a short message from M&M Auto Repair in Winslow. Go and give for your complete auto repairs. You can give them a call on 207-877-7722. That's 207-877-7722 for M&M Auto Repairs for your complete auto repairs. Go and check them out. Much appreciated on that one for this. Dustin Pickle out in front at this moment in time here as well. Kenton, they're still having a flick around because it's not loving it. 60 laps on the clock. 40 to go.
Can be fun. Yeah, short track racing. I gotta get more into it. Apparently, it's a lot of entertaining.
I don't know if I could be able to handle the short track racing.
No, yeah.
No, I
not
think
so much.
No, I think it goes too quick for my brain. I don't think my brain can compute the quickness of what I've got to do here. Do you know what I mean? You know, I don't get me wrong. I get around Martinsville and I get around Bristol and I get around some of them. I've never driven Five Flags, I don't think. Could be one on the old bucket list.
There you go. Why not? Right?
Yeah, why not?
Throw it on there. I think there's a special event around this with the short track cars. I feel like not this track, but yeah.
I think next time me and you should race. But we're up and running. Lap 60. Green, green, green. And at the moment, Pickles out in front. Here with Jocelyn and Conover, Thompson, Mingo, Watts and Connolly. Still your front five. Greenleaf after his pit stop come all out all the way down in 8th. Wyatt Di Pietro in 13 places in 9th place at the moment. Monterey up 4. We've got DeSanto up 12 and Roy Sprague up 10, who caused the yellow and then is back out on the racetrack. Not entirely sure what the reason was behind that one, but Dustin Pickle sitting out in front at the moment as well. Pickle got away right at the beginning. Yeah,
he got a huge jump, and Jocelyn has really closed that back up. I want to say he was at about 4/10 of a gap there, and now it's down to under 2/10. So Jocelyn closed that very quickly and is looking to try and make a move. Not sure if nose is starting to peek under a little bit. Unfortunately, not able to keep that underneath on the inside there as they came out of the corner, but starting to close up a little bit. they're really starting to put a little pressure. Don't think they quite have the space. Having a little, looks like Pickle had to go a little wide. I think, managed to keep it out of the wall though. But yeah, Jocelyn really putting the pressure on, and Conover kind of watching in the back, debating if they're going to take over or not.
Pickle there from Hartford as well, sitting in second place at this moment in time behind Jocelyn. Dustin's another rookie of the league here, crew member for the 10 NH late model, and has been doing it for 12 years. He's growing as a sim racer, wants to be more competitive. And a big shout out to Nuka, who are his sponsors out on the racetrack. Well, at the moment, he's doing a great job as a rookie. And unfortunately for us, Austin Staples is doing a great job at causing another yellow as we're on caution number 11. Told you, 10 to 20.
Just a little door bang, and unfortunately, at that position and that part of the racetrack, you're gonna go for a little spin around.
Yeah, we've seen that so many times, haven't we, as well this evening? So there you go. Don't forget, guys, to say welcome in. If you are here, you can have a chat with us. Ask us anything you want about the series or anything, or you got any great information for us that we haven't got up here in the booth. And just don't forget to like and subscribe. That would be absolutely amazing. But yeah, Pickle in pit lane. That could hurt him, to be fair.
I think it's going to. He's going to drop a few positions, and yeah, he's
down quite a lot.
19.
20.
Yeah, no, 20's, I think, right behind him in the pit lane there, that 15 car.
Yeah, here's Monterey. Monterey's actually on the same lap as Pickle. Pickle got rights doing lefts now, done a full house hit. Should get out in front of Jocelyn beforehand, but he's going to be all the way down in 19th for Pickle. That releases Jocelyn out in front at this moment in time.
Yeah, Jocelyn is going to unfortunately have a little bit of a tricky time trying to stay ahead here. Obviously, Conover, we've seen the jumps he's been able to get, but we'll see how Jocelyn is able to sort of fight that off.
Wonder how he's going to get on. It'd be interesting to see Jocelyn to do the starts now and Conover to see if he can react. Or is Jocelyn going to be able to get away and leave Conover for dead, like he suffered so many times in the at the beginning of this race? We're just waiting for the cars to flick back up here. Jocelyn in front of us, of course, in that number 83 machine, the man from Paris in Maine. Doing a great job here this evening. Proline Floors, Zero.I.Photos, Sandy Haley Photography, Trick Olympic Racing Chassis, and RPM, the House of Speed, are his sponsors here for this evening. So big shout out to them guys as drivers bringing sponsors on board. Absolutely amazing. Right, lights are out once more, and we are sitting on lap 66, I believe, when the caution come out. Just waiting for Jocelyn to jump up to the front of the tower. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on to your hats because we're restarting on lap 67. We got 33 up and running. Jocelyn did leave Conover. He did do what he had to do, Kenton, and he got away well.
I think the biggest thing is going to be if he's able to hold on to it. They really got to make sure they keep that gap, having up to 4/10, but you see Conover reel people in pretty quickly. A little bit we've had him not in first place, so if he's able to kind of close that gap pretty quickly, though, it looks like you got the 12 getting a little squirrely as he kind of got a little deep on that apron. Mingo just touched a little too much of the apron and almost spun himself around. If you're Watts, that's a little scary on the outside. If you see that car's rear end start sliding out on you, and that's when you start to panic just a little bit.
Absolutely. Would you rather do short track or Dega?
Ooh. personally, Dega, because I have done zero short track work other than I did a little bit, I guess, in like the 87s, my Ford Thunderbird. I think that's the car I drive, but it's been about and like North Wilkesboro is like the closest I've done. And to actual short track racing, typically I always try to avoid it because I can't get a hold of it. I can't get a hang of it. Whereas Daytona, it's pin it. I mean, I've had bad times in Daytona. I drove 500 a couple years ago, or I guess a year ago now, and yeah, it didn't go well. Started on pole, got taken out, and then fought my way back up. Managed to get back to first P1, and then it got taken out again, and finished 20 laps down. So, yeah, I'd rather Talladega, or Daytona, but short track could be interesting. It looks like a lot of fun at the very least. Very much more involved, I guess.
Yeah, I believe so. I'm still a Dega fan. I still would go to Dega and do the NASCAR experience. I think that would be absolutely amazing. Gallo closing in on Mr. Connolly. And there we go. Yeah, you can see the pit strategies for Jocelyn, Conover, Thompson, Mingo, Watts, Connolly, Greenleaf, Di Pietro, all on younger tyres. 14 laps in on lap 60. So here we go. Is he going to try that cutback? He is. Don't think he's going to get the run. Is he? Oh, yeah. He nearly got the run, but he nearly put him in the wall.
Yeah, that was a little closer than I think anybody wanted, but was able to keep it going.
Yeah, the number one machine of Ed Connolly. Absolutely terrifying, dude, because that would have been game over. That would have been caution number 12 off the bat straight away. 24 to go, and at the moment, Adam Jocelyn, Brian Conover, Rick Thompson are your top three here. And these guys are doing a great job here once again. So let's see how to get on. Jocelyn, Conover and Thompson. However, Thompson is got onto the back of Conover. Mingo coming in as well. The fight for the top three with 23 to go, getting hot.
That's definitely getting a little spicy up there. Jocelyn has over a half second now on Conover, so he's definitely doing what he needs to do to sort of hold on to that top position. Mingo trying to really stay as close as they can. Thompson looking to try and make a move. Unfortunately, not quite able to get his nose underneath. Conover sort of making that car as wide as he can. It looks like starting to make a little bit of it.
There,
yeah, he's starting to get in there. See if he's able to make this one stick. Looks like he has gotten by him, but they are side by side, and nothing more terrifying in that in racing than being side by side in short tracks. But we'll see. It looks like Mingo actually going to try and take a dive here as well, as he slides underneath Conover.
You'd think that extra tyre advantage from Thompson, Mingo as well. And Watts going to get Conover. Conover, don't forget Conover and Jocelyn pitted on lap 45. Thompson, Mingo and Watts and Tyler Connolly pitted on lap 16. 15 laps. Is it really going to make a massive difference compared to what it has already with 18 to go?
It seems to be making a big difference on Conover, but Jocelyn seems to have no issues. He's still holding that just under a second of a gap here on Thompson. Hasn't really closed down. It's gone maybe a couple hundredths down, but he's still holding on, and yeah, it keeps going back up and down, a little yo-yoing, but he's not gotten inside 9/10 yet. So it's hard to say. Like, Conover looks like he's having a lot more of a struggle, as you can see Watts starting to reel him in just in the background there. I don't know what Jocelyn was doing as Watts actually takes over from Conover. I think the tires are starting to play a little bit of a factor, unfortunately for Conover, but Jocelyn doesn't seem like it's affecting him at all, really.
Yeah, it was. They pitted on lap number 60, and it was the Maine Sim Racing champion, of course, from the Thunder and Pro Series divisions last year. So he does kind of have a clue. He knows what he's doing here, and Adam Jocelyn is doing a great job. Coming down though, Kenton got down to 7/10, 14 to go.
Yeah, to get down a little drop. I think he got a little little slide coming out of one of the corners. Unfortunately, lost a little bit of time. Just like I said, still holding on. Thompson trying to do, and unfortunately for Jocelyn, he's going to be starting to come up on some back markers here. See what ends up happening if they sort of just get out of the way, or if he's able to kind of or he'll just completely spin the guy out of his way. that's one way to go about things, I guess. Not the best way, but one way to do things.
Well, I don't really feel we need to see who caused that. That was Dylan Cook who went round as well, mind you.
Mm-hmm.
But did he go up? I'm going to do it this way. I'm sorry. I know it's a bit uncouth, but
Oh yeah.
he's coming up, isn't he? Yep.
Yeah, he just came straight up there.
Mm-hmm. Poor old Cook, passenger minding his own business. And
Curious if that'll be end of line for him, because that was not accidental.
you know, I reckon.
Not intentional, but not accidental.
So, hold on. If it's not intentional and it's not accidental, what is it? Accidental?
Exactly.
And
He didn't. He wasn't trying to like take him out, but he 100% went into him. Like,
Okay, so you're basically saying Jocelyn ran him over without purposely running him over.
he ran it. Well, more so, I don't think he was trying to like hook him. He was just trying to get by him, and I think he went up more than Cook was, or than he was. He went up higher than Cook was. He was expecting Cook to go up, and just Cook did not. And so, unfortunately for him,
He ran him over.
caused a ran him over. Yeah.
Stop beating around the bush, will you?
That's how I don't get called to the steward's room.
Yeah, but that's why I do end up getting called into the steward's room.
Yeah, it's great. Works for me.
It's
I
not.
like this plan.
Do you know what? I always dread the day when I see a message from a league owner that goes, James, I think we need to talk. I'm like, oh, yeah. What have I done now? Who have I upset? Bob Smith doesn't like the way that you called him out on his incident. Well, then tell Bob not to go and crash. It's as easy as that, isn't it?
Oh, hilarious.
I know, many times. Many times. I can't actually... I'm trying to think how many times I've actually been in the steward's room since doing this. Haven't got enough fingers.
0 for me.
Stuck up. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get back up and going again now. Let's see if these wily old foxes are Jocelyn and Thompson up front. Last season's champion, of course, Jocelyn is going to want to be trying to get another championship. We are green. He's coming round now. He didn't quite get the jump that I think he really wanted over Thompson that time. Mingo, Watts, Connolly, Conover, our early winner. This guy is sliding down the field here faster than an elevator in Trump Towers with no brakes. I can tell you that much. He is just plummeting, unfortunately. Oh
yeah,
man.
Saw that one coming.
I landed. No caution. Oh, there is a caution. Okay.
I saw that one coming.
Dude, that was spectacular.
That was fabulous. I'm 100% beautiful to watch. But
Whoa,
there's a couple of things go. What was that? I missed that one.
Was that Dylan? Hold on. Wasn't Dylan Cook that time, but there was somebody having a massive moment in the background.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. 81. Oh, let's just pick up on that.
That's Brandon Fogg. He had the incident earlier too.
Now, did he come into the 29 here? No, they were argy-bargying in front. Everybody's kind of checked up a little bit. Fog
Yeah,
checked up.
unfortunately, he just wasn't able to check up in time.
Yeah, and then obviously we had the Conover incident, which was a little bit more spectacular behind that as well. So I know it's a very uncouth way of going back here, but this is sometimes the only way of being able to catch it all. 3 wide. Now, this is look at the marbles on the outside there. They definitely don't want to be out there, but one bit of contact, another bit of contact, hooks to 58 round, and then bang. Greenleaf sees nothing but stars.
Yeah, Treadwell's looking up in the, or Greenleaf looking up in the sky, and I think that was the 38 there.
That's all he's seeing there, Greenleaf, unfortunately. On that one, Matthew Lewis just with a laughing emoji. Thanks, man. How are you?
That's fair.
Yeah, hope you're well. Still leaves Jocelyn out in front here, and once more. So still action. We are on the final 10 laps, mind you. It was a bit of a hard one to try and write down on that, who actually was caused that, because there was quite a few involved. There was the initial incident, wasn't there? And then there was the checkup, and then, yeah.
Just a bundle of fun all over the place.
Yeah, I wrote Greenleaf.
That's fair.
Yeah. Actually,
Greenleaf there.
I put Greenleaf Air.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right.
For a fun spin.
Dude. Let's wait for Jocelyn to get back up before we get the timing tower back up here. There we go. There's a few more cars to go back. Di Pietro, Sprague, off you go. There you go. Jocelyn's out in front. Is he going to get the jump that he's been trying to get? He's only got 11 to go. Coming into the picture, watch the top right. There they are. They are green. They are green. They are green. And Jocelyn comes up, covers off any run that Thompson even remotely thought about got in there. Rick Thompson was in there going, oh my God, I'm going to get a run here. Jocelyn turned around and went, Oh. Greenleaf again, by the looks of it. Nope. Wasn't Greenleaf. Arthur Jordan.
Greenleaf was at the end there. I think that was who hit the third car, but yeah, not the cleanest there. The 16 just gets hit by the 27, and then
unfortunately, Greenleaf there as well. Caution number 14, ladies and gentlemen, 14. On lap 91.
I think I was a little off in my estimate.
I think you were very off in your estimate, Mr. Sportak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good times.
10 to 27% of the votes. So only 7% of the votes voted 10 to 20, and we're on caution number 14. We've only got 10 to go, which is technically not very long at all. 137 seconds. Or 100 it's about 17 seconds, isn't it? 170 seconds. Just over 2 minutes, theoretically.
Yeah. Definitely could be. If this keeps happening, it won't be, but it definitely could be.
Me and my quick maths. Right. I would not go in now, Jocelyn. You will lose so much time. Very late. Stay out. I don't even think you've only got one set of tyres, so you've got nothing to change, to be blatantly honest. As well.
Yeah, I want to avoid that if you can.
Yeah, don't go in now, dude. That's way too late. Way too late. Right. Let's wait for these to bounce back up to the front. We're going to have another lap here under the pace car. It's been a very interesting evening, isn't it?
Yeah, lots of action, lots of cautions, but somehow it doesn't feel like it's been a long race.
No, it's only been an hour and a bit.
Yeah. It's been a good combo.
I like this. Right.
Yeah.
Are we going to like next week's, Kenton? That's the question.
I don't know, actually. I've never driven the modifieds. So, no, I've never touched the modifieds at all. Looks like it's going to be something I'm going to have to pick up and go for a little...
Here we go. Green, green, green again. The final 10 at 5 flags. I can tell you now, Jocelyn did not get the start over Thompson Jr. this time around. Junior's looking on that outside line as well. Mingo kind of settled in underneath. Junior up 10 places. Thompson Jr. up 10 places there. Mingo's gonna suck it up, son. There as well, he got a little bit close. Thompson again trying to muscle him off that inside line. He needs the inside line, Kenton. 8 to go.
Yeah, that was... I mean, he went for it. He definitely put the effort in to try and make that move. Unfortunately, wasn't able to make it stick. And even though, thankfully, everyone was able to keep the car in the right direction and out of possible bad times.
He's going to get this underneath him. He will get this underneath him, I reckon. There we go. Is he going to get the run out? He's got this underneath, hasn't he? He has. Rick Thompson Jr., first season with the league. Here as well, first year with... Oh, man, he did not need that.
No, that's probably not going to help, unfortunately.
15th caution. It's coming from Connolly and Fogg, I think. Fogg's already damaged. You know, it's another one, isn't it? It almost looks like there's gaps there.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say because it's hard to make that jump down.
It started coming down, and then all of a sudden... Oh, no, he definitely caught him. No, yeah, he definitely caught him. I think Connolly went in far too hot than he expected.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think, he just wasn't at the car. Wasn't expecting him to close down, but kind of should have. It's a corner. And he's going to turn down.
He's going to dive as well, isn't he? We talk about diving for the apex. He clearly was going to dive down there.
Yes, then that's... You kind of have to expect that, especially on short tracks, but... Unfortunately... did not work out.
Yes. Diving for the apex. It's an interesting name. I love that. It's a broadcaster, couldn't you?
Okay.
Diving for the Apex TV. Diving for the Apex. I've got to write it down now just in case there's a dodgy acronym that I've not thought of. On
DFTA? No, I don't think so.
DFTA TV.
Could be a decent podcast.
That would actually. I'm going to write that down.
There you go.
Thanks. All I've got to do is record one. Along with the 50 other million things that I get to do.
Yeah, I was going to say, you've got nothing but time, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, all right, mate. Of course. Only getting ready for a 24-hour broadcast. What more could I ask for? Right. Jocelyn's got a shot at this. Do you know what, though? I'd be unhappy if I was Thompson. I reckon it was ahead.
Jocelyn had actually just poked his nose across when it happened. You could see it. Not by much, but it was there.
Yeah. 15th caution now, 6 to go. Kenny Bourgeois, you get out and do some short track. See how you get on. Especially at 5 flags. Here we go. This is the first race of the season as well. Got a long season ahead, mate. I'm sure it'll clean up. Green, green, green. If I was Thompson, I'd be a little bit upset because I'm sure after all that hard work, he did have him off that line. He's come down. He's opened up that corner once more. 5 to go, Kenton. Thompson's looking sharp here. Whoa!
Ooh. I don't know what happened there, but Jocelyn just...
Whoa, there's going to be a
Not a
caution. I thought that.
No? The heck at? Oh.
Well, that happened.
Not really sure what that was.
So that was the 10. So that was Pickle, yeah? Isn't it? Yes. So how did you end up there? Why I try and decipher this here. Oh, man. If that was a blinking car, and I don't mean blinking as in blinking. I mean blinking as in, did it blink first? No, Pickle goes in. He's already loose. It's the 15. 84 goes in. 86 goes in. Oh, Greenleaf lifts him up. Ah, he did disappear. So where did he disappear to, and does he come back? And what was the story with Jocelyn on that one?
I don't know, but he has left the race.
What was he doing? I don't... Oh. Straight in and lifts Pickle up.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what happened there. Okay.
Dude, your guess is as good as mine. I can't really answer the question.
Yeah, not really sure where to go with that one.
Moving on. Cool. Yeah, looking good. 4 to go here now as well. There's going to be some bouncing around as we're still under pace car lights there as well. Still under lights. I thought we might have gone off that time around, but nope. Clearly not. Caution number 16. But he's looking good now, Kenton, isn't it?
Yeah. Thomas is going to have a nice little attempt here, and he's just going to have to hold off Mingo, be able to try and get through him, and although we'll have to see. We've seen this 97 car a few times. See if, Conover's going to be able to hold on to it.
I don't think he can. I think he might grab third, but I don't think he'll win. I think Thompson might have a little bit much here. The 2023 mainly, excuse me, mainly a Stamps champion, as well as the 2023 Rookie of the Year in a limited sportsman division at Oxford Plains Speedway is Rick Thompson. Hold on to your hats, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a very fast, fun-loving 4. No, we're not. Nope. We're going in the wall. And then we're going to go round and we're going to flip about 5 cars in the process. So, not actually going anywhere on lap 96.
That's not how you want to restart.
No, it wasn't there either. I don't know why he's picked up on this one again. It wasn't there. Was it Gallo who just put him up in the air? Try and get up in the air a little bit. Oh no! Gallo hooked around from the 27. Cole Watts. Do you know, I am interested to see the car behind at this moment in time, though. Who is that? A 28 machine. Because bang, he goes up in the air and round he goes again. I think that could be on Watts on that one.
Yeah, I think so. That's the Kimball. Kimball. It's the one that does the nice little fun
Fun-loving.
Spins on the roof.
Yes, the old spinneroonies. So there we go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your hats. This is going to get very, very spicy now as well, as it's going to be on 97. We're going to have 3 more laps to go. Three more laps, Kenton.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how that ends up going. I think my iRacing now decided to bug out.
Okay, that gives us about 30 seconds here, guys, as well. Let's have a quick word from our sponsors.
M&M Auto Repair is a proud sponsor of the Maine Sim Racing Series. We thank them. M&M Auto Repair is located on Halifax Street in Winslow. They offer full automotive repair services, foreign and domestic. They have top-of-the-line tools to take care of the new technology vehicles, as well as the knowledge to take care of the classics. The phone number is 877-7722. Once again, we thank them for supporting us, and we hope you can support them.
Okay, back for the final 3. Are we going to make it to the final 3? That's going to be the question. Lap 17, ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your hats. Rick Thompson Jr. out in front, the man from Bridgeton. Here as well, he's going to get the jump, he's going to try and open it up. He has done that already at the beginning. Rick Thompson Jr. coming through now, we've got 2 to go. Mingo's in there as well. Conover's in there. Connolly, Moderate, all fighting out, but at the moment it's Thompson, it's Mingo, it's Conover. Going almost, are we going to touch this final lap? Are we going to touch the final lap? Ladies and gentlemen, the final lap of the race. Thompson Jr. is going to get this, I think. Mingo's going to try and run him around the outside. Not going to happen. Junior covers him off. Junior dives for that inside line. He opened it up just a little bit. Rick Thompson Jr. is going to be winning of the 100 laps of the 5 flags here for round number 1 of the Maine Sim Racing Series. Matt Mingo, Brian Conover is your 1, 2, 3. So Thompson Jr. taking the win here, Kenton as well. Great race for him. Great opening race. This is obviously a debut race for Thompson Jr. and has taken the win.
Yeah, he definitely could put that nice one in the cap. Yeah, a solid win to get for himself, and able to kind of introduce himself to the league in a pretty wonderful way, really. Able to come in and absolutely just not dominate, but he did what he needed to do. Like, he wasn't out ahead the whole time or anything like that. Like, he did what he had to do. Stayed
Absolutely.
Comfortable, stayed smart, stayed smooth, stayed out of trouble.
Thompson Jr. there is your winner as he does the celebratory donuts. Matt Mingo, Brian Conover, Tyler Connolly, Justin Gallo, Matthew Vernon, David Greenleaf, Sean Kimball, Brandon Fogg are the ones who are on the lead lap. Then you got Monterey, DeSanto, Sprague, Watts, Staples, Jordan, Connolly, Jocelyn and Pickle to finish off at the top 18. Eric Emery, Wyatt Di Pietro, Dylan Cook, Tyler Jordan, Tristan Shea, Benjamin Eaton, all out of the race, these guys at the bottom. Michael Davis, Gabriel Cooley, Owen Bridges, Brian Treadwell out early on lap 80 laps back. Rob Weymouth, Bruce Coulter, Brandon and McNeil, Corey Buba and Chris Fontier did not take to the start, but your winner is Mr. Rick Thompson Jr. But we're going to go in 3, 2, 1. I cannot move anyone. Kenton, jump down into the waiting room. Right, we're going to come down here, guys, as I cannot move anybody up into the broadcast booth. So we are going to start off with the third place man here as well, Mr. Brian Conover, led for pretty much the first half of the race. Pit stop on lap 45. After that, wasn't up the front, but he did finish third in the podium. Brian, welcome in, bud. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm all right, mate. I'm all right. Sum your race up for us, buddy. How'd you get on?
What was that?
I said sorry, it might be the accent. Sum your race up for us. You know, led for most of the race, or the first half of the race, pitted. Do you feel you pitted a little bit early?
Yeah, I did feel like I pitted too early. My tires were going away very quickly there at the end, so I just couldn't get back to the lead. Had a good run, though. Third place, I'm happy with that.
Third place on the opening round of the season. We've got a long season ahead of us here as well. Brian, do you expect to be here for the majority of this season?
I sure am.
Well, that is great for us up here as well. Moving on to next time. We're going to do some modifieds at Thompson Speedway. How do you feel about that?
Very good. I'm pretty good with those cars. Pretty fun. See what I can do.
Okay, Brian, thank you so much for joining us. Anyone you want to shout out before we let you go?
Rick Thompson Jr. for winning this race.
Awesome job. Brian, much appreciated. Thanks so much. I look forward to seeing you next time out.
Thank you.
Thanks. In second place, he's been teetering around the front for the whole race, settled within the top 5, definitely within the top 10 for the whole entire race. He did finish in second. It is Mr. Matt Mingo there. Matt, welcome in. How are you?
Oh, not too bad. How are you?
I'm all right, mate. I've just watched a great race. For me, it was a long race. Cautions are plenty here, Matt. Are we going to put that down to the fact that we're on the opening round nerves?
Hopefully. I really don't like the caution laps. It was getting a little close at the end on fuel.
Yeah, how close was it?
Half a gallon, 6 laps.
Oh, it's not too bad.
Yeah. All right. Actually, no. It was 3 laps.
Okay, they're getting a little bit tighter now, Matt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Any more, you would have been a little bit in trouble. I think pretty much some of the majority of the field would have been in that same boat. Matt, going forward for you, you were up around the top, up around, you know, the cars all the way around them up there. It was a little bit dicey at times.
Very dicey at times.
Yeah. Definitely was there, Matt, as well. Thank you so much for joining us. But anyone you want to shout out before we let you go?
Kyle Hewins Motorsports and Bingo's Barbecue.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Matt there as well. Congratulations on your second place, and we look forward to seeing you next time out. And your winner, rookie into the season here as well, and he's opened it up with a win. Mr. Rick Thompson Jr. there for being in your win. Rick, well done. Congratulations. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. This is awesome.
Dude, rookie season, rookie round, and you went and took a win.
Yeah, I do a lot of this. I try to play as much iRacing as possible, but a lot of these guys are good. I really got lucky with Joslin running out of gas. There was a few times where I think I would have passed him even if we didn't run out of gas, but with the caution laps not counting, unless if you lead that lap, you don't get the spot. So we got lucky.
That's the thing I said to Kenton up in the booth. I said, I'm sure Rick was ahead at that caution.
Yeah, I had to bite my tongue on that one. I think my whole house heard me a little mad on that one.
Yeah, that must have been a bit of a bitter pill to swallow there, Rick, as well, because I definitely thought you were ahead at the caution came up. Listen, rookie season for you. We've got a long season. We're going to go right from now till March. Are you are you planning to be here for the whole season? Do you think you can do it all throughout the whole year?
Yeah, my plan is to show up and lock down as many chips as possible. I see that there's like 3 or 4 of them in this league, so see how much money I can take home.
Nice. What's your plans for the money? Anything good?
Probably gonna go back into the real race car, which is just gonna get junked again. But you know what? It's good.
Hey, look, if you last 10 laps, you've had a good race.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the way I look at it, mate. Especially with short track like this. I can tell you what, this one has been a bit dicey. There's a few, if this was IRL racing, mate, there's definitely a few little bits of race car going on eBay after this, because there's just been parts of it all over the place. Rick, much love for joining us. Thanks so much for jumping in. Anybody you want to shout out before we let you go?
I gotta thank Brian in front of me here. He made the paint scheme. Mingo, he raced me really clean. He always races me clean when we race. Chris Fortier, he puts this thing on, and I don't have any sponsors, so I guess my real life crew, if you guys are watching.
Awesome job.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, it's been fun. I've enjoyed it, mate. I think it's been great on that one. So thanks so much for joining us, guys, there as well. Me and Kenton are going to hop back up into the broadcast booth, but a bit of pleasure and look forward to seeing you next time out. Right, as we bail through here as well, we're now back up in the broadcast booth there with Mr. Kenton Sportak. Kenton, you know, sounded happy-ish.
Yeah, everyone sounded pretty upbeat. I think I did hear a little, not sadness, but kind of a sort of let it slip with pitting as early as he did, and unfortunately for Conover there. But one of those things where, you know, live and learn and move on to the next one and take those sort of lessons into the next race and see what you can do.
The problem is for Conover is, not only did he pit on lap 44, right, when Tristan Shea has his incident, the problem for him is he was already going back, and we said that he was dropping back so fast, didn't we? We were literally like, he is going backwards here, his tyres are going off. The problem is, it wasn't another 15 laps until the next caution. So, should he have hung on to what he could have tried to get? Do you think, or did he make the choice because we don't know where he'd have been in 15 laps time?
I think it's a little bit of that. I think it was mostly just because you feel the tires going completely on you, and you take advantage of what you can, so that that safety car coming out, give them an opportunity to hop in, get some fresher tires, and you hope it really can sort of help you through. But obviously, with it being short track, it is a little trickier to try and get by people, even with newer tires, and unfortunately it's just, he wasn't able to kind of work his way through as quickly as I think he wanted to be able to, and unfortunately had to sort of deal with that, and obviously the sort of parade of cautions that happened after prevented him from really being able to utilize those tires, and by the end he kind of just was able to scrape out what he was able to. But obviously, you know, third place isn't wrong.
Yeah, absolutely there as well. Great job from your winner, Rick Thompson Jr., second placeman, Matt Mingo, and third place, Brian Conover. Thanks so much for joining us up here in the booth. It's been a pleasure having you alongside us, as always, Mr. Sportak. But thanks so much, guys, at home. And if you are watching back, don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on the bells. That would be absolutely amazing. I've been James Parfitt. I've been alongside Kenton Sportak. And as always, guys, take care. Have a great week. And you never know, we might see you on a track sometime. Good night.